slot fill time. Got another return submitter. Thank you to Icey. We'll be getting to another one by the Passameister and another one by Shiro very soon-ish here. And just a shout out to Jehovah's Fitness, because I see you leave comments quite frequently lately. And I was just wondering if you wanted to get in on any of the slot fills at all. You can certainly feel free to join in on that. And to anyone else who is watching that has not yet submitted their own slot fill, feel free to leave them for me in the comments below. So, we need to actually put the figures in the deck first really quick. And you can already see the team. Got a couple of mirrors of Adele and a couple of Vegeta. I didn't get the random number generator up yet. Oopsie. Give me a sec. Battle number 24. That sounds very familiar. Well, let's get that up on the screen first. Oh, God, not her. Alright, our first opponent is Ribery, unfortunately. So, first unit we're looking at is the X99 Mira, with 3 dupes into speed, 6 in attack. I swear, if Rebel's watching this at all, he's probably rolling right now. Attack up ODU, speed up ODU, ultimate gauge down every turn. Next up we have another EX99 Mira, with 6 in attack, 3 in speed, attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and 80 MFF. Next up we have Videl, with 5 in attack, 5 in speed, figure 295, attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and ultimate gauge on every turn. Next we have EX Unit 85, Super Vegeta, with all dupes into speed, attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and 80 MFF. And I think that was the right call, putting everything into speed, because that's really going to help. Because 3k speed lately isn't really cutting it as much anymore. And then finally we have one of my personal favorite units in the game. Possibly my favorite EX unit. Just for his board coverage and what he can do. I think he's absolutely cracked. And me personally, just because he gets 1000 flat speed, I like to put... for me, I had a setup just like this as far as dupes. I moved that to HP, just to give him some more survivability, because he's in the front. But giving him more speed, there's nothing wrong with that either. But anyway, 6 in attack, 4 in speed, attack up ODU, speed up ODU, and 80 MFF. Let's hopefully obliterate Ribery again. I cannot stand seeing this character. I hate her so much, dude. Alright, so let's see. She's got ult on every turn, so we're good there. I kind of want to do more damage, like at the beginning. So what Icey has advised me to do is put down Amira, Videl, and either Vegeta. I'm going to go with this one since A, he gets 500 attack like each turn by himself, plus he gets a flat speed boost for that turn. And if I need to finish anyone off that badly, I can always put down Super Vegeta. They really made Mira so freaking good. We were actually talking about him earlier in the Discord while I was at work. And yeah, Mira definitely has stats of like a UR. And even trigger square of a UR. In fact, he's better than Champa. 2 trigger squares, huge speed increase. He's great. He's got better HP and speed. And attack even. He's such a good unit. I don't get why they don't give him, like, a proper UR, not the one that, like, makes your master take more damage. And I think only has one column. You know, this is still fine, though. He's a very good unit. I definitely overlooked him, and I'm glad that others such as Tyrese brought him to my attention. Because he's definitely becoming one of my favorites. Just for what he can do. He's so cracked, and I love him. Not that way, shut up. I'm not good at jokes, if you couldn't tell. Good ass water, man. Quite a bit of damage from Vegeta. Always love seeing that. Without, unfortunately, not hitting the Master for very much. I would just love for her to completely obliterate the hell out of Ribery, and I think this is, like, such a stupid character. But call me shallow if you want. I prefer the non-bloated version with green hair. Like, that Ribery is fine. But this one? Hell no. Wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if at some point we saw Kakunsa and Rosie. And personally, I'd be fine with that. If anything, because I actually do like Kakunsa. I like her design, and I think that she had a really cool looking fight with 17. Plus, I mean, I'm also using her tail on both my male Saiyan and my female Saiyan, so I'm a little bit biased in that aspect. Really glad that got added to the game, though. Give me a sec. Let's see, next fight, 27. So that'll be easy to point out. Let's go down to Ribery again. Where is she? Hideous. Dragon Ball Super Broly. This might hurt. Got a bit of catching up to do with the slot fills, but hopefully at the rate we're going, we close it out like just before everyone has to unfortunately go back to school. And trust me, I feel for you. I always dreaded going back to school. Such a prison. Any grade. Could not stand it. I'm out in the real world now doing, like, a full-time job where I only need to know, like, basic communication skills, very basic math, and that's about it. I didn't need all that other pointless fluff that they had me sit through. Geography, history, fuck all that noise. The science, didn't need any of that. I'd say I'm doing just fine. Got a place of my own, got my cat, my own car. I mean, obviously, if you have a free ride, like going into college, definitely take that. I couldn't be bothered with it. I happily dropped out of college. It was not for me. So stressful, too. And in fact, I would argue college is more stressful because you're going to be paying that off even after you get done with, like, graduating. And they're not going to give you your degree either until you pay it off. And even when you finish college, you're not guaranteed a position anywhere. To me, college is it's not worth the hassle or worth the stress. Because you also have to keep in mind, you're going to college, you're spending money to go to school, basically. You're not getting paid. You're doing all this extra studying after you're done with school, you know, basic grade school. Sorry, I don't see the point in going to college unless you're getting a free ride. That is the only reason I could see you going to college. So hopefully you did well enough in high school to merit that. Me, I just wanted to get through school and get it done and over with. And this is going to sound very narrow-minded to me. Yes, I know there's more to life than video games. But I would also argue there's far more to life than just constantly educating yourself. For a degree. Do with that what you will. And we'll just do this for this turn. I'll try and use the other mirror and the other Vegeta in the next fight. I'm trying to get better about that, using all the figures I get for a slot fill, or just any requests in general. That is a lot of speed. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, why not? I'll take it. And die. 14k? Jesus Christ, dude. Keep in mind he's hitting that without using O1 skills, so to me, that's very excellent damage. Alright, let's see which one's next. Six. Great. That's gonna be boring to see. Blue Goku again. Back then, before we got more free battles, more character skills, and units, it was definitely considered to be the hardest free battle in all the Coliseum. Because, while his attack is nothing stellar, the issue was getting through his defenses. Trunks hit more than hard enough. You get Vegeta low enough, and with Vados and Whis, it's very easy to get this part of his trigger square, that very last part, to proc. Very dangerous if you let that happen. So, of course, try to avoid that. And yes, I'm definitely putting down Vegeta over here. Hopefully I can get rid of Vados. I'm targeting the crap out of her. Also, I know we're safe if I keep him over on this side, because chances are the AI isn't going to put Vegeta on his trigger square on that side. The AI tends to favor putting all units in the front most of the time in this battle, because of Whis and because of Vados. So you can easily exploit that. And oftentimes, the Vegeta in front of you won't be on his trigger square. Something else you'll notice with that deck that Goku's running, every single one of his units has a trigger square that goes up in the front. So I want to say that's partly why the AI behaves that way with this deck. It's just, I find it so bizarre when he doesn't actually, like, put it on his trigger squares, but at the same time I get why, because of the character skills that are tied to them. The illegitimate ones. Like the ADM up SPR and DDM down SPR. Like I said earlier, Vegeta's not even on his trigger square and he's in the front. The AI is very dumb. It's easy to exploit that. If we're lucky, we can get rid of both Vados and Vegeta, thanks to the AI screwing up here so badly. Though I'm not sure if Vegeta's going to do a whole lot of damage now, come to think of it. We'll have to see. I don't think he will. He'll do a decent bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough, especially not with Whis here. And then there's the character skills too. Yeah, never mind. Surprisingly, no, he still did quite a bit. Though, unfortunately, that part of the trigger square did not proc. So Vegeta's getting hit here. And luckily, I don't think the... Okay, never mind. It gets ignored right away. Unless his, like, raw damage was just that much. And ignore opponent defense when attacking if your HP is 50% or less. So that's basically at all times, then. Okay, that makes sense. Unfortunate, but is what it is. And I'm gonna put down my own Blue Vegeta. Screw yours. And start building him up. Unfortunate, I get shafted on the wheel, but doesn't matter. We got so much speed to work with. Hooray! Free counterattack. I have to say, too, I'm actually surprised to see comments of how I got them into Hero Coliseum. Like, I'm just some dope who started recording the game mode for the hell of it. But I appreciate you leaving those comments. I'm very humbled and very flattered, so thank you for those. And let's see, do I want to use the other mirror? Nah, his attack is already so built up at this point. I'm just going to keep him on. One thing I do think worth noting, not a whole lot of board coverage with this one. I mean, the only back trigger square that we're looking at here is Videl, and that's it. Still not the worst, and you can easily make it work. I mean, you got Mir and Videl, that's easily going to clap just about any opponent you face, any AI-free battle, really. I was going to go for Whis, but nah. If I don't kill the Master here, then I'll kill Whis. I forgot how low the Master's HP was already. Oops. Admittedly, it's still a bit late for me, and unfortunately, my PC issues I was having that were preventing me from uploading and making this earlier, still not resolved completely. I'm hoping they will be soon-ish here. I'm waiting on this thing to get done with what it's doing. Let's see, what was it called again? It's called Driver Easy. I'm waiting for it to get done with the last thing. I'm like getting updated on my last driver. Make sure everything's good. I also went into safe mode. The issue I was having was, so I use this program, and I know that you probably won't even care about this. This is just a bit of a side tangent. So there's this program called IQ that I use for some of my like peripherals from my PC. So, for example, my wireless keyboard and my wireless mouse. My wireless mouse comes with RGB. I prefer solid blue. So to get them both to be solid blue, I have to use IQ. And for some reason, it's had issues opening. And I know that because until it opens properly upon startup, my mouse is flashing RGB. I'm not a fan of that cosmetically, because me personally, I think that is very distracting. And I don't know how some gamers do that. But anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll do one more free battle. Let's see, free battle. Well, wait, how long have we been recording? Alright, I can already hear you asking me to do it anyway in the comments, Icey. I'll do it. Free battle 33. That was a joke, by the way. Once more, I'm terrible at those. Yeah, definitely do not hire me to be a comedian. I will bomb so badly. Thumbnail. Alright, throw it on Mira, Vegeta, and Videl. Actually, you know what? He's on that side. I really want to prioritize both Gogeta and Goku. They're nuts. So we'll do this turn one. That's not good. We gotta get through Beerus. Maybe I should have put down the Super Vegeta first. But I think we're going to be alright. Because Blue Vegeta has quite a bit of HP on him. He's chunky. I'm hoping he'll be just fine for one turn. At the very least, even with the ODU skills. That's like the only real downside to using ODU skills. You take considerably more damage. Especially if you are stacking them. I also still find it quite odd that there's defense ODU. You're giving yourself defense, but you're also making yourself take more damage. So what's the point? It's almost like the same thing with speed up second. And when you're still trying to go second, really with that skill, you're just trying to make one figure go before the other. Which is kind of pointless, really, for the most part, I'd argue. Unless you're trying to get them to land KDE skills, but that aside, unfortunately, Vegeta got one-shot by Gogeta. Gogeta fans rejoice. We'll go ahead and run this next turn. And I'm thinking that Vegeta should be able to one-shot that Gogeta. Hopefully. Don't see why he wouldn't. I mean, thankfully we have the Videl here, so that should help quite a bit, too. Videl may actually end it here. Never mind. Not quite enough. By the way, you want to see some insane numbers? Pair her up with Gamma 2. She's like a freaking truck. Speaking of hitting like a truck, Vegeta. That's a bit broken. So he one-shot the unit, and he got to go again and hit the Master. It's official. Super Vegeta EX is cracked. But anyhow, that's going to do it for this evening slot, Phil. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm thinking next time we come back, I'll probably do another video on SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Now, I hear some of you moaning out there, but it's not going to be like that long. It'll be quick and over with. I'm going to be uploading another video alongside it. It'll be another slot fill, pretty much coinciding with that. But I'm going to go get some rest here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.